Alright boys, I don't have a lot of time. My name is Jeff is on my tail because I got the real best games of 2024 right here. It was a pretty good year, you know. Dead Rising Remake was fun, even though they used sloppy AI upscaling in places. Boo Capcom, boo. Another Crab's Treasure was a really creative take on the Soul genre. The Big Catch Tackle Box is a prologue demo that was so incredibly good that the dev should be in jail for putting it on Steam for free. This is free. It also made me really, really excited for the full release. Played a lot of weird titles like Crypt Master and Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom. A difficult game about climbing made me want to pull out my own hair from my head, but not as much as Buckshot Roulette. To the ones that watch this video that I made on my second channel, you understand my pain. And Anton Blast. I liked it. Thumbs up. Alright, list time.
Oh, hello there.
What if Microsoft Clippy was a video game? Well, then you get KinitoPET. This really isn't a complicated game. You go through its basic but charming story in about 2 or 3 hours and then move on with your day. But it does so many creative and funny things that I don't want to spoil. But I went to a place called Balls McGee Land, and then it had a computer with the Binding of Isaac on it. It's simply peak.
Buttery nubs.
You know, we like to make fun of British people a lot, their cuisine, the way they pronounce things, their teeth. But when they make a funny game, they make a funny-ass game, and thank goodness You're Here is one of the funniest titles I've played in recent years. I played this one together with Cyber on the couch, and we were having a blast throughout the entire thing. You know, slapping people's arses, trying to make someone get over their milk anxiety. This isn't weird or anything. You see this guy named Roger go through an existential crisis.
Right then, Rog. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, it's a good game. 1 point to British people. Which means they have 2 points now. Good job. Angerfoot. Angerfoot is pretty good. Crow Country is the most Resident Evil looking game since Resident Evil 3. Not only is this a fun title with an interesting narrative and funky puzzles that are fun to solve, but the vibe of it all is without question the shining jewel. Damn, does this game go beyond just looking good and manages to suck you into its world with beautifully made artistic vistas and an atmosphere that is so thick you can taste it. I love the sound effects, I love the enemy design, I love the music, the animations, the environment, I even love the stupid screen grain filter that is on top of everything. It is so meticulously crafted, there is so much love put into its visuals, and the amount of detail in every corner is staggering that you just can't help but stop dead in your tracks every 10 seconds and just soak it all in. It's also made by the studio that made Snipper Clips, which is a really funny contrast for sure. A wise man I met in Counter-Strike 2 once said, they should make a game that is like Halo 2 meets Halo 3. And then a crazy guy actually made that. Animal Well is just a cozy little game about meeting fun animals and collecting eggs. There is an egg as a service, there is an evil egg that is just a smiley face. Come on now, that's how you know that this is a good game. Almost every Metroidvania these days is focused on combat, but Animal Well shows you that you don't need to go down that route to be successful. There is zero combat here, and instead is fully focused in on exploration, which it does so well. Every single secret in this game is an absolute joy to discover. If you can play Animal Well without a slight grin or smirk on your face, some resemblance of a smile, you are just a soulless husk. 33 megabytes in size, by the way. Like, how the hell did they do it? Speaking of Metroidvanias with combat, Nine Souls is one of the top dogs when it comes to it. Compared to the competition of it though, it is a lot more linear in its design and the story is fun and thought-provoking, but it does kinda get handed to you on a silver platter by explaining every metric of it through dialogue, which, goddamn, there is a lot of dialogue in this game. But it doesn't really matter because the combat here, again, it's sublime, especially the boss fights. They are pure gold. And the final one? Brother, what a way to end a game on a high note. Masterpiece. This was by far the most popular indie game of 2024, and although I don't think it's the best, I do understand why it got so much praise. This is like the perfect title to make the monkey in your brain go full-on crazy mode. Your one and only goal in Balatro is to see this number go up to astronomical heights, cookie clicker levels of high. And there is so much room to kick some ass, to make some crazy combos. It is criminally addicting for such a simple and small game. If I allowed my autistic side to pick my favorite game of 2024, it would be Balatro without a sweat. When I first delved into Peaks of Yore, I thought it would be fun, but nothing special, just a cute little climbing game. But then something hit me when I was halfway up the Great Gao and I looked down, and that feeling of knowing that when you fall you lose all your progress is strangely motivating, and I love it, man. It is such a rush. You'd think a game like this would be rage-inducing through and through, but it's not, okay? It is a very hard game, don't get me wrong, especially the final mountain and the DLC, but it always stays fair. It might look intimidating to jump into, like really intimidating, but trust me, alright? Peaks of Yore's difficulty curve is buttery smooth, and it will make you feel joy and relief in ways games haven't made me feel in years. It is seriously that good. What annoys me the most about it though is that there is only one big creator that gave Peaks of Yore the love it deserved: Astral Spiff. Everyone else slept on it like a bunch of fake-ass gamers. In Shipwrecked 64, you are a little beaver and you do a little cooking minigame, collect some coconuts, you talk to... nothing bad happens or anything. This is just a wholesome little game. Family friendly. When Derek Yu makes a game, pay attention, because there is a 100% chance it will be the greatest game ever created. UFO 50 is fucking nuts, man. This is 50 games, 50 full fleshed out titles in one package. This includes RPGs, multiple Metroidvanias, puzzle games, strategy games, deck builders. There is a football game that ends with your character saying, "Hey, let's stop fighting," and then the bosses say, "Okay, we're sorry." Like, what? So far, I've played it for about 80 or so hours and I'm just over halfway done. The amount of quality content available here is astronomical, and every single one of these games is a hit. Well, okay, maybe not every single one. Planet Zoldeath kinda sucks, but others like Porgy, Bushido Bow, or Campanella 2 are so good that they are better on its own compared to other games on this list. I don't know how the hell they did it or how much time it took them to make it, how they even came up with 50 fresh ideas, but somehow they did, and it's impressive, like really impressive. So that's why I'm giving UFO 50 the awesome sauce crappy a dinky poo poo fart award of 2024. The Game Awards has some real competition, man, I am telling you. But yeah, that's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to go to my Steam profile and leave a wholesome award, okay? Pretty please, can we hit 1,000 wholesome awards? That will be awesome. Alright, that's it. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.